Yeah, it's the number 1 here. All right, unit vectors. Unlike the standard unit vector can point in any direction. Matter of fact, they'll be pointing in the direction of a certain vector. So you have vector v pointing in any direction in space, and you want to, for one reason or another, you want to scale it down so that the magnitude of the vector will be 1. That will produce the unit vector. Okay? So a unit vector maintains the same direction of the original vector, but has a magnitude of 1. All right? So let's write. The unit vector that corresponds to let's say vector A has the same direction as A, but its magnitude equal 1. Okay, so that's by way of definition. And in terms of notation, usually we're going to use the U for unit. So we're going to say let U, like so, again, because actually I don't want the magnitude. We'll write it later on. But let the vector U be the unit vector. So that will be the generic symbol of unit vector U. So let U be the unit vector that corresponds to vector A. Okay. Then we're going to say that U, the unit vector, equals to what? It's the vector A scaled by a scalar that is 1 over the magnitude of A, like so. Let me write it in a clear way. So we're going to scale vector A by its magnitude and by the reciprocal of its magnitude. In other words, we're going to take the vector A and divide it by the magnitude. So it will be vector A divided by its magnitude, like so. This is the definition of the unit vector. Okay. Note. Okay. This is a vector. This is a scalar. Okay, so U is vector A scaled by a factor of 1 over its magnitude. Let's give you an example. Let me give you an example so we're going to see what is the difference between the two vectors. Let's say we have a vector, we call it A or V, that is 2I minus J minus K, minus 2K. Okay? Find the corresponding unit vector. Want to give it a try, guys? So I'll pause, give you a minute or two, and then I'll show you the solution. Okay, so let me show you my solution so you can compare yours to mine. Or you want me to split? Here we go. So here's the solution. Let's first find the magnitude of vector of the given vector. So the magnitude of v is what? Is the square root, the coefficient, the component, the I component or the x component is 2, so the square root of 2 squared, and then we have the square of -1, and then we have the square of -2. And the magnitude is the square root of the sum of these three quantities. So what do we have? We have 4, 1, 4. Conveniently is 9, so the magnitude is 3. So that's how we scale the vectors. So now the unit vector that corresponds to that will be 1/3 of a v. Okay, and that's the whole story. So it will be, we can distribute. Remember, we talked about distributive properties. So if this is if v is let's say, what was it, 2i minus j minus 2k, right? We can distribute the 1/3, so it will be 2/3 I minus 1/3 j minus 2/3 k. That's the answer. So very, very quick solution.